Here's what makes the 2025 BMW M5 so heavy. By going the PHEV route, the 2025 BMW M5 has become a lot more powerful than ever, whilst having better environmental performance through lower emissions and improved fuel consumption, at least on paper. But just how heavy has the M5 become in 2025 by adopting the so-called M hybrid 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 powertrain? When we say it gained over 1,000 pounds, we mean this in the context of the outgoing F90 M5. There's no specific way to tell how much the PHEV system weighs because transforming a 5 Series into an M5 is more than just adding a new powertrain. The chassis is wider, hence the unique chassis code for the M5. This doesn't consider any structural and suspension upgrades that could have also contributed to that weight gain either. Only BMW themselves know the weight of the PHEV system in isolation, but unless they reveal that, we won't know for sure how much those components weigh. But anyway, the new 2025 BMW M5 is, to be specific, 1,020 pounds heavier than the previous model. No thanks to the PHEV drivetrain, the new M5 weighs in at 5,390 pounds. Now that's heavy by any measure because the smaller M5 weighs nearly as much as a range-topping Ford F-150 Platinum 3.5-liter Power Boost Hybrid Super Crew, which is at 5,606 pounds. Thanks to having a PHEV powertrain, the new M5 is more powerful than ever, to the tune of 717 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. That's a huge increase over the F90 M5's 617 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, or the 627 horses for the competition variant. Unfortunately, at least on paper and in theory, the M5's PHEV pros far outweigh its cons. BMW M cars have always been known for their top-notch handling. Though we think BMW M will manage the M5's handling aspects well despite the weight gain, an inherently light car will always be better versus a heavy car made to drive like a light car. Eventually, the laws of physics will win versus whatever electromechanical systems are trying to deal with that weight. Furthermore, despite being the most powerful M5 to date, that weight gain means a 3.4 second 0 to 60 mile per hour time, 0.2 slower than the F90 M5. Credit where credit is due, because as we've seen with their current crop of models, BMW M is still able to make its cars handle extremely well despite the weight gain. The BMW M2, despite its weight gain that made it too fat to have all-wheel drive, is still one of the best handling M cars you can buy. The XM and even heavier PHEV Super SUV also handles well for its size. However, unlike Porsche, for instance, with its 911 Carrera GTS-T hybrid, the engineers seem to be uninterested in introducing any weight-saving measures.